Hi Stampers, this is Holly from Rubber Redneck. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to day 2 of my Christmas Cascade event that I'm having over on my blog. Be sure to check out my blog because this week I am going to have a new project with the video and a free project sheet, and I am also have prizes I am giving away over there too. So be sure to visit my blog, rubberredneck.typepad.com. Today's video is going to be demonstrating the Letterpress Winter card, and this uses the stamp set called Letterpress Winter from our holiday catalog. And then to create this card, you want to cut one piece of Whisper White cardstock at 5.5 inches by 8.5. Place it onto the Simply Scored scoring tool and score it at 4.25. Once you have that scored, fold down on the scored line and crease that with the bone folder. Then you want to set your card base aside for a minute. Cut one piece of crumb cake cardstock at 4 inches by 5.25. Zip it through the Big Shot with the Lucky Stars Textured Impressions embossing folder. Cut one piece of Whisper White cardstock at 3.5 by 4.75. Then you're going to glue the Whisper White cardstock to the crumb cake cardstock. And you want to just place that right in the center. Then you want to cut one piece of the Trim the Tree Designer Series paper stack in the Snowflake Crumb Cake pattern. Cut that at 3.25 by 4.5. Glue the designer paper to your Whisper White. And just place that right in the center. Then you want to cut one piece of Trim the Tree Designer Series paper stack in that Early Espresso pattern at 1 inch by 5.25. And then you're going to glue that to the right side of your layers. And you want to go a little bit in so that you have a little bit of that snowflake pattern showing there on the right. Then you want to cut 22 inches of the Early Espresso baker's twine. Once you have that cut, you're going to place a glue dot on one end and attach that to the back. Then you want to wrap this around twice around the layers here. And then attach that with a glue dot. So then it'll look like that. Then you want to cut another piece of Early Espresso baker's twine. Now this piece is going to vary because you're going to need it so it's long enough for you to create a bow with your hands. So cut that out whatever length you need. Thread that under there, and then you're going to tie a knot around those layers. And then you're going to create your bow. So then it'll look like this. Once you have that part done, you want to turn this over and place stamping dimensionals onto the back. So you're going to put one in each corner of that crumb cake cardstock. And just peel off the backings, and then you want to attach that to the front of your Whisper White card. So just place that in the center. Cut one piece of Whisper White cardstock at 1.75 inches by 3.25. Take the stamp from Letterpress Winter, ink it in Early Espresso, and stamp onto your Whisper White cardstock. Once you have that stamped, die cut out the image using the Big Shot in the banner framelits. After you have that die cut out, turn it over and place a stamping dimensional on each end of your Whisper White cardstock. Peel off your backings and place that going across your tags here, overlapping all the layers. And then to finish it off, slide your baker's twine down so it looks nice on there. And then you want to take some of the rhinestone basic jewels and you want the larger ones. Take one and place it up here onto that under the tree designer paper in that early espresso, and then place one over here on the bottom below your Whisper White banner. Now to create the inside of your card, you want to cut one piece of crumb cake cardstock at 4 inches by 5 1/4. Zip that through the Big Shot with the Lucky Stars Textured Impressions embossing folder. Cut one piece of Whisper White cardstock at 3 3/4 by 5 inches. Glue your Whisper White cardstock to your crumb cake cardstock. And you want to just place that right in the center. Then you want to cut one piece of Trim the Tree Designer Series paper in that early espresso pattern, and you want to cut that at 1 inch by 1 1/4. Glue that to your Whisper White cardstock on the right, a little bit in and up from the bottom. Then you want to cut one piece of Trim the Tree Designer Series paper stack in the crumb cake pattern and that snowflake. Cut that at 1/2 inch by 4 1/2. Glue this to the right side of your layers. Then you're going to glue this piece to the inside of your Whisper White card. And that completes the tutorial for the Letterpress winter card. Visit my blog, rubberredneck.typepad.com, for that free project sheet. Thank you for watching.